A little bit ago in the Sassies, we realized that the biggest problem in the creation for God and for us is the fact that God gave us the freedom to do what we were able to do. And that freedom opened the door to sin and to death and causes us to ask the question, why did God create this world in which what happens leads to death, especially to the death of people he loves? It doesn't make any sense. But the Bible is supposed to be true, God is supposed to be true, and it all, when we understand it correctly, ought to make sense. So we're seeking the sense of what Scripture says. Okay, so a good God would create a perfect world. Otherwise, he wouldn't be a good God. So the world God creates needs to be a perfect world. But look around, and what do you see? Far from a perfect world. All you got to do is watch the first 5 minutes of news, and you know this place is in serious trouble. Okay, so what's going on? Why would God do this world? Well, first of all, we got to go back and take a look at what's going on. Let's look at the creation itself before the fall of man. See, the fall of man did a lot of things. Not only did man mess up and fall, but then the whole creation fell as well. And so the world we're living in isn't the world that God had in mind at the beginning. The perfect world God had in mind kind of took care of itself. All of the ecosystems worked together. The birds did the bird things. The squirrels did the squirrel things. The reptiles did the reptile things. The trees did the tree things. And flowers did flower things. And bees did bee things. And it all worked. And it kept going and kept going and kept going. And there were seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And then what happened? Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Kind of a cycle. And the cycle took care of itself. The cycle took care of itself. So God kind of set it in motion and then could sit back and say, hey, there, good job. Which, by the way, he said in Genesis. He looked at the world he created and he found that it was very good. Hey, the world was very good. Until he did mankind. Ooh. And what is it about mankind that created a problem? That's a good question. And the answer to which is kind of coming along. If any of this caught your interest, then share it with a friend. See what happens. Oh, by the way, God has a plan for your success, and we're here to help you work it.